Hola amigos!
Hola amigos.
It's a beautiful sunny day today in Playa del Ingles, and we're literally just a few meters from the seafront, just near Santa Monica Suites, for those of you who are familiar with the place, and the bungalow Donna Rosa are behind us. And we're thinking of taking a wander along the promenade towards the lighthouse at Faro and Melineras. So here we are with the Santa Monica Suites on our left. It's really a beautiful day so far today. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Very peaceful. As we were walking along the promenade yesterday, I was absolutely hooked. Mainly probably with folk going to the Mozart Cafe. I mean, that really is a total shindig, gigging at Laldi kind of place, isn't it?
Very, very popular.
And this really is a very pleasant walk. Loads of people on the dunes. We'll get in closer to the dunes in a minute. So there are signs there saying that the dunes are a special natural reserve.
These are some of the best beaches we've seen, well preserved, a protected asset in the island.
It's supposed to be like a mini desert experience walking through. We haven't tried it yet, but it's something that we may do in the next couple of days, eh?
You could actually imagine the place, you know, if it was getting hired by a film company, getting used for a desert scene.
Yeah.
You know, because you could pan in, especially over there.
Yeah, so in this direction all you can see is deserty kind of landscape. So last time we walked in the direction of Melineras, it was from Solbabacan on the Avenida de Tirajana, and we took the busy main roads, which were full of traffic. It was very hot and it was a very long walk. And,
Very bad move.
we wouldn't recommend it. This is where the sand must blow over during the Kalima. So talking about the weather, because most people going on holiday are very interested in that subject. It's been a mixed bag since we've been here. We've had 2 days where there was heavy rainfall, including on the 18th of February. It rained for several hours, from maybe late morning right through to about 4 o'clock. And a lot of people got caught unawares. They were down at the beach, shopping at the bars in just shorts and t-shirts. Strangely enough, by about 4:30, 5 o'clock, the sky was almost completely clear again. The sun was out and there were only a few clouds in the sky. We've had Kalima, 2 or 3 days of Kalima as well last week. So the Kalima is when the desert sand blows in from North Africa, and it can be problematic for some people, especially if you have something like asthma. You just need to stay in and keep the windows closed to avoid breathing in the fine particles of sand. And what about the temperatures generally in February?
Temperatures are surprisingly warm, even hot sometimes. You've still got this nice cooling breeze. But you get, sometimes you're down at the shore in some places, you know, if there's a wind springing up, you get like a little sharp edge to it. But here it's always mellow, it's always a very, very, you know, kind of cooling but refreshing breeze. There's never any feeling of that you're cold or anything like that. And again, considering this is February, you know, back home in Ireland there would be, you know, heavy coat time and rain every half hour.
One thing we would say for anybody thinking of coming over in February, probably January too, is you really do need to have some warm stuff with you as well, because once the sun goes in, whether it's during the daytime and it pops behind a few clouds or in the evening, the temperature can drop quite a lot.
That's one thing we've noticed in February. As soon as as evening's coming, that's when you feel you need maybe to put a sweater on. It's almost like the desert thing where it's really hot during the day and then very cold at night sometimes. But by and large during the day here, even in February, the temperature's a bit warm to hot. It's only when the sun goes down in February, in the early evening, that you start feeling the difference.
And obviously, because we've had this rain at least twice so far within the past week, you definitely need some kind of umbrella or light mat. When we were here before in November, we probably could have got away with summer wear the whole time, and there were only a couple of evenings where you felt like you maybe needed a light jacket or sweater.
Yeah, the time we were here in November, I think I only used the sweater once in the entire trip.
This really is beautiful today though. The sea looks like it's sparkling. In terms of busyness, I get the impression that the area is pretty almost fully booked throughout the winter period, from October right through to March. Certainly we've had issues with booking accommodation. Each time we've needed to, we've only booked a month or two in advance, but even then we've had to book 2 or 3 separate places just because our first choice hasn't been available throughout the whole of our stay. You have to juggle, maybe get 9 days here, 5 days there, that kind of thing. Sometimes I used to think if you were on booking.com and it says over 90% of your accommodation is fully booked for your chosen dates, that they were just trying to get you to book straight away rather than holding back because they wanted your money now. But I think it is actually the case here that places really do get booked up very quickly. Definitely over the winter months. I don't know what it's like over the summer months. There are certainly fewer flights here. There were no flights by EasyJet from Belfast to Maspalomas at all from the 25th of March right through to the end of October.
Yeah.
I think it is. So I don't know what the situation is for other parts of Ireland and Britain or elsewhere in Europe, but it would seem that there are maybe fewer guests coming over during the summer months. Maybe too hot.
Maybe too hot. Also
the attractions of other places, Mediterranean resorts, Greece, Italy, south of France. There may be a lot more competition, obviously, at that time of year.
It's definitely a favourite place for Germans, Scandinavians.
And Dutch as well. Yeah, most of our neighbours have been either Dutch or German or Scandinavian. Now, this is one of the large, impressive Rio hotels. I've got quite a few in the region. I don't know which one this is. Avenida de Tirajana is up there. And I know that the Abora Catarina is in that area too. Rio Palace. Quite imposing buildings, aren't they? Should we go and have a quick look?
Yeah.
You can walk through to get to the dunes. So this definitely looks like the kind of hotel that would put you back a few €100 a night.
Easily.
Very nice. Very clean, beautifully presented. So I think the dunes stretch for several miles.
It's easy to see why they're a protected feature because they're just stunning.
Yeah, I mean, litter, any kind of construction, building, even temporary, would just ruin the area, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Got a little mini market here and an ice cream place. This will be part of the hotel. Information section here too. So as you can see, this is very popular with the visitors. It's quite quiet earlier on the promenade by Santa Monica Suites, but here a lot of people have had the same idea. Come out and check the dunes and the beautiful Atlantic sunshine. Of course we get Atlantic sunshine in Ireland as well.
It's warm.
Not nearly as warm. And you can see the Faro lighthouse in the distance there.